Well, I'd like to welcome you back to the Hopkins Demonstration Forest, and this afternoon we have Mike Bondi, who is coming on board right in front of the Hopkins Demonstration sign, entrance to the forest. We are closed currently, as you all know, but he is going to give you an introduction and talk a little bit about what is the Hopkins Demonstration Forest.
Well, thank you, Peter, for having me today. It's a great day to be out in the woods and glad to be here. Yeah, I've had the opportunity to be part of this operation here for about the last 30 years. Hopkins Demonstration Forest is an educational forest. It's a community forest. It's a place where people come to learn about forestry, natural resources, stewardship of the land, sustainable management of our forests and the forest resources. It's also a place where people come to enjoy just the beauty of the forest, the natural environment that we have here, and certainly learn by just being out in nature. It's a place where adults come to learn. That would be woodland owners, people that own their own forest land and are learning how to manage it. And it's a place where the public comes to learn. It's a place where youth come, all grades, from young children up through high school and college age kids that come to learn again about forestry, natural resources, and why they're so important to us all here in the state of Oregon and in Clackamas County.
So, Mike, what makes this place unique then in Clackamas County?
Well, golly, there's a lot of things that make this place unique. It's really one of the few places, I believe, in the entire United States. It's really kind of managed by the community. It's a nonprofit organization that owns the property and cares for it, manages it. We have a board of directors that includes 13 community members that are actively involved. They meet monthly to make decisions about everything from the kind of programming we do to the budget management and facilities and all that. Huge amount of community involvement is what makes this place really unique. And we're really all focused on, again, the mission of education and providing a place in the community where people can learn about the forest, enjoy the forest, and we all work together to make it happen.
So with all that, it's looking at the plaque over there that most people probably can't see, but it's like pretty close to 30 years ago. 30 years ago, this came into becoming a demonstration for us. So how did this place come into be 30 years ago, Mike?
Well, that's an interesting question, Peter. And again, I was fortunate to be part of it from the beginning. Myself and another gentleman in the community, Ken Everett, who is a consulting forester. Ken was working with a family, the Hopkins family. And the Hopkins folks were clients of Ken's. And Mr. Hopkins was really involved, very, very actively involved with forest ownership as a private owner here in the county himself, but also as a professional forester, a career forester with the U.S. Forest Service. Howard passed away in 1989, and in 1990, his widow, Margaret Hopkins, turned to Ken and myself and said, gee, we really need to do something with this piece of property to make it into a place that others can enjoy too and benefit from what Howard had learned here and practiced here for many years. The Hopkins family bought this property, which is, by the way, 140 acres, bought at least 120 of that 140 was their purchase in 1962. And so they were on this piece of land for almost 30 years themselves. And it was in 1990 that Margaret donated the property to an organization that Ken and I set up called Forest Forever Incorporated. So that nonprofit is the owner. Ken and I set up the original board of directors, and the rest is kind of like history. The only thing that was here 30 years ago were a bunch of trees, and our gate, just to my side here, to my left, was a barbed wire gate. And there was a road down into the forest, and that was it. One little road and a couple of spurs. And then we've taken it from there and developed not only all the demonstration areas, but also the facilities that are now here: meeting room, classroom, facilities for shop, all the tools. We now have portable sawmill. And I think part of the message here is not only the vision and the donation that the Hopkins family provided, but it really is about all the other people that have contributed to make this place something very special. Contributed not only a lot of time and a lot of talent themselves, but then also so many other donations, everything from cash donations to materials donations, equipment donations. None of this ever would have been possible without the involvement of the community, but the original vision was Margaret Hopkins.
Yeah, and that's a great point, because some of the videos that we're going to be showing are actually going to highlight, of all things, maybe a bathroom. You know,
And
wow, that's exciting.
Nice
But a bathroom, a sawmill, a lookout tower, an education center, a dog that just came running in. But everything here has been, yeah, it's a contribution of the community, and it's all built upon those things. And I think that's really an exciting part about Hopkins. And plus, you know, the thing we're doing this for is, you know, COVID-19. This is our COVID-19 video, our first one. And we got a lot of kids that aren't going to be out in the forest. So we're hoping that this will kick off a series of, you know, just educational, small kind of vignettes or videos. We might take a hike up in the lookout tower or stroll down to the creek. But, you know, Mike has been here for 30 years from the beginning.
And we really have the opportunity now, bring all of this to you, even though you can't be with Peter and I out in the forest. Technology allows us to bring this to you today. So congratulations, Peter, for kicking off what I think is going to be a great educational outreach and a great opportunity for not only people that may be familiar with us and following us already on our website or on our Facebook site, but think of all the people that have never been here, don't know about this place, that are now going to get an amazing introduction.
Excellent. So we'll do a virtual fist bump.
All right, fist bump.
And sign off for the day. So thank you very much, folks.
Thank you. Enjoy the forest.
See you out here soon.
Okay.